Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel, but if you're new here, my name is Brittany. I'm a Chicago-based lifestyle content creator. Today is New Year's Eve. I'm vlogging today, which I haven't vlogged in a while. Like, if you've been around my channel for a while, thank you for sticking around, because for a few months there I was kind of on an impromptu hiatus in I just was feeling very burnt out by life, everything, and I honestly think it's really just related to what's been going on in the world and just work and all this stuff. It just felt like I couldn't also YouTube. So anyway, I've been on a little bit of a hiatus, again, unplanned, but I'm really getting back into, I'm starting off 2026 strong, and I have done a New Year's Eve vlog, a New Year's Eve / day vlog on my channel since I very first started. I think my very first, if not my first video, then my second video, but first vlog was New Year's Eve, going into New Year's Day. So we're back to do it again. It is almost 1 p.m. It's 12:50 something. I'm actually hosting a New Year's Eve party at my place tonight, so I need to get my act together a little bit. I mean, I have about 7 hours before people are going to arrive, so maybe we'll make this into a little bit of a countdown vlog, what have I accomplished. So yeah, people are going to start arriving. Well, 8 is when I said the party starts. Hopefully people don't arrive till about 8:30. But I have, like I said, 7 hours to get everything together. I took my dog to doggy. Whoa, what just happened? I took my dog to doggy daycare already. I've actually done quite a few things this morning. I took my dog to doggy daycare, like I said, just a few minutes ago, and she's gonna stay there until tomorrow. Actually, maybe Friday is when I'm picking her up. I can't remember. It's either tomorrow or Friday. I had my housewarming party a few months ago, and it was a little bit too overwhelming for her. Just my dog is crazy. She loves people. She's not crazy in a bad way. She just loves people. And it's just she's just trying to play with everyone, get in the middle of everything. And so I didn't really want to have to deal with that too. And host, because I did that once before. And it's just easier for her too. I'm sure she could use the rest. So I dropped her off at doggy daycare already. I went to a Pilates class this morning. I've already started prepping a few things. So here's what's on the menu for tonight. I'm putting together a caviar board, which, I mean, I've only had caviar once or twice, but I was oh, that's a great New Year's Eve, dish or snack, I guess. And you can actually get very, very, very decently priced caviar at either Whole Foods and Costco, and Whole Foods was having a sale on caviar this week, and so I got a couple different kinds of that. So I'm doing a caviar board. That's kind of the main thing. I'll do a little mini cheese tray. I'm making some Prosecco soaked grapes, which I poured the grapes into the bowl, started soaking them in the Prosecco this morning at around 8. So I want to leave them in for at least 6 hours, probably until about 3. Then I'm going to drain the water, coat them in sugar, and then put them in the freezer for a little bit. I'm also making champagne Jell-O shots. I prepped one batch, and I'm kind of glad I didn't do everything all at once, because I didn't really know what I was doing. I haven't made Jell-O shots since probably I was in college, but these are going to be a little bit classier. So I didn't buy the cups or whatever for Jell-O shots. I saw this on TikTok and I thought it was really cute. I'm using maraschino cherries. Also, I need to do my nails today. Maraschino cherries, in them, and having the cherries be the cherry stems be what you kind of use to pick up the Jell-O shot, so they're gonna set in there. But I had a hard time getting the cherries to set in the Jell-O, and now I think I figured it out. So the first batch I made was with vodka, champagne and vodka. I'm gonna do another batch with tequila. So now I've kind of got that down, so I'll walk through that when I go to make them. So I did that so far. Are those the only 2 things I've done? Yeah. So okay, I'm doing that. I have macaroons, which they're just from Trader Joe's, that I'll have out. I'm gonna make a punch, basically, or it's basically a batch margarita. So reposado tequila, cranberry juice, lime, probably a little brown sugar syrup, triple sec. I think that'll be everything. And then one of my friends is bringing mole, and another friend coming is bringing, I think, rotel or some kind of dip or something. So definitely be a lot of food. I set up this little craft, I did this little craft last night, which, okay, it's dark over here, but let me flip the camera around. Okay, so these are basically little party favors. So they're just a bunch of little shooters, whoops. So there's a fireball, one, Pink Whitney. I actually didn't know what that was, but my sister told me this is what all the kids are drinking these days. Vodka, Jameson, and then some tequila. But I made these last night just with some craft paper that I already had on hand. And so it says cheers on the outside, and then on the inside it says thanks for ringing in 2026 with me, love Brittany. So these are just little favors people can, oh shoot, take home. And then these are just little plastic champagne flutes. that I tied ribbon on for our like midnight toast. So there are about 9 or 8 people coming, I think. 7, yeah, 7, 8, so 9 including me. I need to straighten up a little bit, not deep clean, I just need to like declutter. I need to take a shower. I think I'm gonna actually do that. First, I think I'm gonna prep that second round of Jell-O shots, then shower and kind of like let that set, straighten up a little bit, and then see where the day goes from there. But anyway, happy New Year's Eve. Well, by the time this is posted, it'll be 2026. Anyway, it's New Year's Eve right now, and like I'm just trying to soak it in. Also, I don't think I mentioned this, but I'm not working today. I haven't worked this whole week. I haven't worked since Christmas Eve, and I go back to work on the 5th. So that is great as well, to not have to work and like do all this stuff. Oh my god, I just looked at this huge pile of garbage that I need to take out. Like those are all boxes and stuff that I need to take out to the dumpster. Okay, anyway, enough yapping from me. Let's start making those Jell-O shots. Okay, so I just finished making, so it's kind of dark in my kitchen right now because hashtag homeowner problems. The overhead lighting in my, when I was gone for Christmas for like a few days, and I came back, and for some reason the overhead lighting in my kitchen like went out. Like I turned it on at one point and then it wouldn't come back on, and I just haven't had, I gotta figure that out. And I've reset all the circuit panels, or the breakers in the panel, whatever, you know what I mean. But I don't know, I gotta figure that out. But I luckily have some under cabinet lighting in the meantime. But anyway, so it's a little dark in here. But so let's see if I can get slightly better lighting. No, I can't. So I just finished making that second batch of Jell-O shots. So I'm about to put it into the fridge. Okay, so I think I mentioned in my, earlier that I already have made one batch, and I was trying to do, it looked so cute on TikTok. We'll see ultimately how it turns out, but I tried to use maraschino cherries with the stems. But hold on, let me just show you. So this is the first batch that has vodka in them. So like the cherries, I'm gonna cut around the cherries once they're fully set, and then people will be able to pick them up with the cherry stems. It didn't turn out, it was honestly so hard to get the cherries to stay sit upright, and I even sliced off the bottom of them, some of the tips I read. I probably should have done a small layer of the Jell-O, let it set a little bit for an hour or two, then put the cherries in, then added more, but that was just too complicated. So I think what I'm going to do with this batch is, because I tried to initially put them in as soon as it was still fully liquid. So what I'm going to do with this batch is just poured it all into the pan. I think I'm just going to put it in the fridge for an hour or two like this. I'll cover it with some saran wrap too. And then I think also so that people can tell the difference between the tequila and the vodka ones, I think I am still going to put the cherries inside just because it looks cute, but I'm going to cut off the stems so that they can kind of just aimlessly float in there. And then I have some cocktail toothpicks that I'm using for the grapes, but I know I'll have extra because I think there's 100 in here. Yeah, there's 100. I'm not going to use 100 of these. So I think what I'll do is still put the cherries in the center, or let it set for a little bit, put some of the cherries in there, and then use these to like stick into the cherries. So again, similar purpose as the cherry stems, but these might just like end up working a little bit better once the fruit is set. Like I'll wait until everything's fully set to put these in, like stick it through the cherry that's set into the Jell-O. In my mind, this is gonna work. And then it also will help people be able to tell like the toothpicks are tequila, the other ones are vodka. So we'll see how that goes. I do now have a half open bottle of Prosecco. So I might make a mimosa to like drink while I'm, okay, at least one, maybe two mimosas to drink while I'm like finishing, like while I'm showering and all of that. And honestly, just taking out that huge, because I did take out all that trash, those boxes. My kitchen feels like so clean now. Like at first I was like, oh God, it's a mess in here, but it literally was just all that clutter. So anyway, it's 1:30 now. It's been a half hour since I was last, actually, I can't believe it's been a half hour since I was last on. Now, like I said, mimosa time. I'm gonna shower, and then I guess after oh, that lighting's way better. After I get out of the shower, also it's hot in my kitchen and smells like Prosecco. So it smells, honestly, it smells like I'm at like, if anyone in Chicago has ever been to Fremont, RIP to Fremont, it's closed. It's just hot, sticky, and smells like champagne in there. That's kind of what my kitchen is giving right now. Anyway, I'm going to, like I said, shower. And then I think when I get out of the shower, I might start like rearranging, like doing some cleanup, like straightening up, and then start like setting up some of the little bits of decor that I have. It's nothing crazy. But okay, we have what, six and a half hours now. Time is ticking. Okay, so it is it's 3 o'clock, well now 3:01 on the dot. I am taking like a little mini break right now to eat some lunch. I had a breakfast sandwich from Dunkin' earlier today, but I'm gonna eat this Trader Joe's Caesar salad with salmon. This is like one of my favorite salads. It's really good. But to take like a little mini break, I showered, I straightened up, I had like laundry that I needed to put away, vacuumed the floor and my couch, and cleaned the kitchen, like kind of washed the dishes that were in the sink. And then I'm actually about to put on Dreamgirls because it's leaving Netflix today. If it hasn't already left today, but the 31st I thought was supposed to be the last day. So I'm gonna watch that. I'm gonna put that on and then just sit here for a minute to eat this food. And then, okay, so I have these like balloons and I'm looking around right now because I can't find them that I need to blow up. They just are like 2026 balloons. They were on that table, like my kitchen table where all my stuff is, or my dining table where all this stuff is. I remember picking them up at one point and I had a bunch of stuff in my hand and now I can't find them. Typical me. I was doing too many things at once because I want to blow those up and I was going to blow them up to hang up. But anyway, I'm going to eat this food now and then I probably will, after I finish eating, try to do what I was talking about with the cherries and the Jell-O shots and then start hanging stuff up. I'm making like better time. I always kind of do this to myself, better time than I thought. But I do also, like I said, need to paint my nails. I'll eventually need to get dressed, get ready. And I don't think I mentioned this at the beginning, but I'm also making like a baked salami type of salami cups basically, which will take no time to make. But I want to probably about 6:30. Yeah, around like 6:30, start making those too. So anyway, for now, we watch Dreamgirls. Okay, so wait, let me mute that. Not like us. My number one playtime of the year again. But okay, so I really had to lock in because I was getting nervous about time. I did not come back to update the vlog because I was just trying to like keep going, keep going, keep going. But I actually, pretty much everything has like come together. I'm about to do right now, like mix up the drink, but that's really easy to just throw together. I'll give you a quick run or a quick update. So I think I showed this, but I did hang, let me turn the camera around. It's like sequin wall. You can't even see it. It's so, I didn't plan this out well, but it says Happy New Year as like a banner. I have silver and gold in this. I should have done the gold in the back and the silver on top, since that sign is also gold, but you know what? You live and you learn. It's not that deep. I'm definitely not taking it down. The like food tray or food table is starting to come together. I'll do a final shot once it all is, but I have like, or once it all is like here. I have like the caviar board set up, charcuterie, kind of like little stations for everything. All of the silverware, plates, etc. Most of this is stuff I just already had. These are obviously new though, since these are specific to New Year's. This is normally my bar, but I just cleared off the top part. This is what I'm about to mix up now. This like little cranberry margarita. I'm gonna fill that bucket with ice in a moment. And then, I did hang up I did finally find that balloon thing. I just randomly set it somewhere in my office. And then I had another one of those same curtain walls that's hanging by my window, and I bought an extra one to kind of just like add some pizzazz throughout my place. So then I cut it into strips just to like give it a little something something. So like my bedroom, that's going into the kitchen, and then one in here into my second bedroom, which is my office. But then something just fell off my camera. Whatever, I'll figure that out later. I did make the salami cups. Again, I'm having a lighting issue in here. It still has not been resolved, but they look really good. I'm excited about them. So this is like the final product. I'm gonna put them on this cutting board once they cool a little bit. But these look, in my opinion, really good. So these are like tomato and brie, and then I'm gonna sprinkle some basil on that and a balsamic drizzle. And then this is a hot honey and brie, or hot pepper jelly, my bad, and brie. The Jell-O shots I'm still feeling a little sketchy about. And I did also basically finish prepping the grapes. So I rolled them in sugar, put them on these little toothpicks, and then I've had them in the freezer for the past couple hours to just like set and basically be like candied grapes. And I think that's the gist of it. So I'm gonna finish wrapping everything up. And I'll do a quick reveal of my outfit. I'm still like gonna do a little bit of zhuzh to my hair, but I do have like makeup and everything on. But okay, here's my final look. I think I already said what I was wearing, but okay, let's focusing. This is a dress that I got from Old Navy. I think I just bought this recently, but it's just like a pretty basic velvet burnout dress with like a flare sleeve. These tights have little hearts on them, which I feel like are kind of fun, and then I just have slippers on. These earrings I just got in my FabFitFun box, and otherwise pretty much just basic me. So like I said, let me lock in, finish getting everything finalized, because people will probably start arriving. Why is this going in and out of focus? People will probably start arriving in the next half hour, but I'm feeling pretty good. For a moment, as usual, I wasn't, but it all is coming together.
What is it, Brittany?
These are champagne Jell-O shots with tequila and cherries. Cherries. Happy New Year! 2, 3. Cute. It's me reporting live from my first moments of being awake and alive in 2026. Honestly, God bless to making it like a new year, making it to a new year, I should say. Like, you always, I feel like, have to be grateful for that. And like we were talking about this at the party last night. I was like, everyone was saying like, rate your year. This year, like, honestly, the first half of it, not bad. Like, honestly, pretty good. Like, had some fun memories, did a lot of monumental things, you could say. The back half quickly went downhill, and I feel like just made the whole, gave the rest of the year a bad taste. So was ready to wrap it up. Just like with everything going on, I feel like, like, literally the whole world, globally, politically, etc., etc. But like hoping to start 2026 totally fresh and anew. I'm not feeling fresh and anew right now. I mean it's 11:20. I've maybe only been awake for like 30 minutes. I rarely sleep past like 8 a.m. You know, I was feeling a little hungover, dehydrated, all of the above. I did wake up like 6, 7, like kind of just to use the bathroom, 8, and then I was like, no, let me keep sleeping. And then I slept, yeah, till like almost 11. But it did feel good. I needed that rest. Anyway, Happy New Year. The party was so fun. There were, I can't remember what I said yesterday about how many people were coming, but there were 8 people, so 9, including me, that were here, which is actually a pretty good crowd. Like I was like, oh, is that like not a lot of people? Well, this will be fun, but obviously, like, I mean, my friends are fun, so it was fun. We had, and like in true me fashion, I mean, I was hosting, but also just generally having fun. I don't think I took a single video. I mean, I have some clips that you would have seen of like one of my friends. I'm trying to get a better angle, but I look dead, DEAD. My makeup is like, I obviously didn't take it off before I went to bed. Running around my eyes. My lips are dry. I'm not looking myself. But one of my friends a couple of my friends like took some videos and pictures and stuff. So that's what you would have seen. But it was really fun. I didn't get like a final picture of like the tablescape or like a final video or anything. Because I think once I stopped recording that, I did one other, I was like kind of in the midst of getting everything ready and then people started arriving. So and then I was like in hosting mode. So I just kind of forgot to, like take any pics or anything, but that's how you know you had a good time, when you didn't like stop to like capture them. When you're really in the moment and you're not stopping to capture the moment, that means you're having fun. But yeah, everyone started getting here around like 8:20, 8:30ish, and then left maybe around 2. It actually was pretty late, and like even like when the clock struck midnight, I was like, oh, I'm actually not even tired, I'm like pretty awake. And so we were like playing games and stuff, which was fun, but it was a really fun night. And I mean, I need to obviously clean up. I'm so grateful, like no disrespect to my girl Rumi, but so grateful that she is at boarding right now, because I couldn't handle having to go on a walk, take care of her, and then like clean up. I'm glad mentally that I did this for myself, having to like clean up. It's not super messy. It's just like, because honestly, a lot of the food was eaten, and then my friend Nina was kind of helping straighten up before they left last night, or this morning, I guess I should say. And so really it's just like things just kind of need to go back to where they were. I mean, at my kitchen, my sink is full of dishes, so I need to just put those in the dishwasher, kind of straighten up a little bit, and then kind of just start rearranging, because my living room looks like this right now. Okay, from this angle it doesn't look horrible, but I mean, this table's a mess over here. The chairs and everything are just all over the place, so I need to just like straighten up. And I think what I'm gonna do is take it bit by bit, because sometimes I get too like overwhelmed, like, okay, everything needs to look perfect right now. But I think what I'm just gonna mostly do is get all the, like, run the dishwasher, get all that stuff out of the way. And then I might not even, we'll see how I feel later today, but I don't know if I'll even start taking down these decorations and stuff until tomorrow. Like, you know, what's the rush? I also do not work tomorrow, and I'm so glad that I took that day off, because I'm not ready to go back. Oh, there is like leftover caviar, so I might make a little, I feel like people eat like eggs and caviar. I need to eat something for breakfast. And then I'm gonna cook. I have like black-eyed peas and like greens and stuff that I'm gonna make later today. I mean, it's already 11:30, but whatever, the day is still young. But I obviously need to clean up my kitchen before I can do any of that stuff. But anyway, that's a recap on the night. Again, by the time anyone watches this, it'll already be 2026, but I hope that whoever is watching had a great time celebrating their new year too. Oh, and I did, when I opened up my YouTube app, or the YouTube Studio app, like the creator app, and I got like it was a notification like, as of like today is my 3-year anniversary of YouTube, so cheers to me for that. Yeah, so anyway, I'm gonna lay here, finish drinking my coffee. I need to like shower and stuff like that, but we'll see what I want to do first before I start straightening up, and then if I do anything exciting, I'll be back. So I'm, oh my God, I honestly somehow look worse than earlier, I think. So now I'm recording on my phone instead of my camera. It's my camera as usual lately. The memory is full. So, I mean, I think I said this at the beginning of this video. I'm like so behind on so many videos for my channel, and they're just all still sitting at my camera. So anyway, I'm moved on to recording from my phone now. And so I think this just, the lighting is giving something different. I mean, I have no makeup on, and I've been having some pretty bad breakouts, as you can see, like these scars from which, I mean, I'm 37, and suddenly I've never had acne before, and I'm having like some in my late 30s. So I don't know what's going on there. Anyway, it's 3 o'clock, 3:06 now. And I mean, honestly, the sun's about to go down in probably like an hour and a half or 2 hours. But I've like completely reorganized, or like reset, I guess you could say, my place. Like everything is back to where it normally is. I like ran a load of dishes through the dishwasher. I'm probably gonna empty them in a little bit. And then I have like more stuff in the sink that could probably stand to go in there, but I've like hand washed a bunch of stuff. Like, I mean, you can see obviously these, all the like, what is this, like the curtain wall, this metallic lame stuff is still up. But otherwise everything else is like, it's back to normal, which is good because then I felt like I could really relax. I mean, it took me maybe like an hour, maybe 2 to do that. I have more trash to take out. I took out a bunch of trash yesterday, actually. I'm realizing that was yesterday, and then now I have more that I need to take back out. But I'm also like soaking some black-eyed peas to make for dinner, which, I mean, I ate breakfast at like noon, so I probably won't eat dinner. I'm probably not. I mean, I've been eating a lot of snacks. As I was cleaning up some stuff, I just was literally snacking. So I'm not really necessarily hungry now, but I probably will be around like 5. I feel like I'm not as hungover as I thought. I'm just mostly tired. I feel like, I mean, I did drink a lot of different things yesterday, but I am gonna make some, like, I think I said this earlier, black-eyed peas and like greens, like collard greens. And maybe in like an hour or 2. I want to get my kitchen like fully clean before, maybe 2 hours before I do that. But oh, that's what I said. I'm soaking the peas and the black-eyed peas. And oh, I made for a breakfast brunch because it was like at noon. Like some soft scrambled eggs with like on an English muffin, topped it with caviar and dill. Chef's kiss. That was so good. So I, like, when I scrambled the eggs, I did put a little bit of creme fraiche in there, which made them very like soft and creamy. And I put some cheese into, it was from my charcuterie board, so I think it was cheddar. Yeah, because I either had cheddar or Gruyere, and I don't think it was the Gruyere. And I threw that in there too. It was really, really, really good. So maybe I'll have a little late night snack of some caviar too, because I do have a little bit left over. So anyway, that was like a really good breakfast. I feel like I'm now addicted to eating caviar. And granted, I think I said this when I set up my caviar board, the kind that I tried was like pretty cheap. So it's something I could afford to rebuy. Otherwise, like, I do unfortunately have pretty expensive taste. And so I always got to find ways to budget where I can. Because I can't afford my own lifestyle, basically. My ideal lifestyle. But I make it work. But anyway, otherwise, I'm only continuing to relax. Like I said earlier, shout out, like, Rumi, if you're watching this. Glad you're not here, girl. But okay, I'm gonna continue enjoying my New Year's Day, relaxing. Like, this is a great way to spend the day. Literally just chilling, relaxing, vibing at home. All right, so it's truly like evening time now. It's like 6:05. And I mean, I'm still in my pajamas with my robe on, and that is not gonna change at all today, and I do not care. So I've honestly been way more productive this afternoon / early evening than I thought I would have been today, just given how I felt when I woke up this morning. But I like my place is pretty much like 100% clean. I mean, clean is actually it is pretty clean. I took out all that garbage. Again, I still didn't take down any of these decorations, and there's some stuff in my office that's like party specific stuff that I need to like just put away and organize. I need to figure out how to do that, but I'm fine with what I have accomplished. One thing I feel like I'm trying to be better at, and like maybe this will be my goal for 2026. I don't know if this is truly a goal. It's just like being like not feeling like needing to be an overachiever all the time, which that's maybe my most toxic trait. And I don't even do it intentionally. It's just like I want to do the best I can at everything all the time. And that's just like not really realistic. I honestly think that's partially how I got burned out on my YouTube channel is like this summer or earlier this year is I like fell behind at one point. just with like a lot of stuff I had going on, and then also just burnout in general from like work and stuff like that, you know, the true millennial burnout. And then I was like, okay, well now I'm behind. I like need to like get all these vlogs out and do all this stuff, when really it's just like take it one day at a time. So I don't know what that word like what that is, like what that intention specifically, like how to kind of sum that up, but maybe that's something I'm really going to take into 2026. I'm doing, in the words of Kris Jenner, you're doing amazing, sweetie. I'm doing the best that I can. But okay, so so I did make black eyed peas and collard greens. They're like on the stove now. I was really kind of freeballing the recipe for both of them. I have made both of these things before, but I really only make them on New Year's. And so I couldn't really remember. I was like, how do I even get started? Blah, blah. And I feel like in the rut, or like being so focused on getting stuff for my party, I didn't really get all the ingredients that I really needed, because I didn't have like smoked sausage or like ham hocks or anything like that. So in that realm, I improvised with what I had. So I just used bacon for both of them, like pan fried bacon, kind of separate, like for each, like as I started to make each of them, and I was like, that's gonna do it. And I think it'll be fine for like, I'm just making this for myself just to have something. It's not like I'm not serving this to other people or anything big. But okay, let's check in on them. Okay, so these are the black eyed peas. Honestly, they're on low, but they're really cooking. And I actually tasted some a little while ago, or just a minute ago, to see like the texture, and it does seem, I'm gonna zoom out a little bit, there we go, they are getting soft, which is good. So I'm hoping, okay, so these are boiling now. I'm gonna turn it down just a little bit, but I feel like these can be on for maybe another, I don't know, 45 minutes, half hour. I'll see kind of how they start like, I don't know, how they start like cooking up and like getting, the camera's falling out, getting soft and all of that. So okay, I got rid of the smoke. But yeah, I feel like when the greens are done, I'm gonna consider the black eyed peas done too. And I need to make rice, or I want to make rice, and these are literally the only 2 pans that I have, so I do kind of need this to be done in a little bit, so I can take this out of here and like make some rice really quickly in this same pan. Otherwise, I feel like they're basically wrapped up. So one other thing I'm going to do tonight, I guess, is like kind of a New Year's tradition. Tradition is a loose word, because I literally just started doing this for the first time this year. I saw people, like, I just saw this being talked about, and I was like, oh, this is kind of something good to try and do in the new year. I forget what it's technically called. It's like the 13 wishes of like the winter solstice, like a ritual, something like that. I'm kind of like messing it up, but you basically make 13, you write down like 13 wishes or goals. It's kind of like in the manifestation realm, which I've been trying to get into more, like really honing in on. Okay, I'm having a hard time with using this camera, or my phone as this camera. Like just manifesting, speaking like positive things into the universe. So what you do is you write down 13 different goals, you could say, like one for each month of the year basically, and you start on the winter solstice, and you do this like basically on the winter solstice. So you write down the 13 goals. I also wrote them in my journal. I could keep track of them, but you write them all on little pieces of paper, put them in like a little jar or something, and then each night, starting from the winter solstice until the first of the year, so tonight, you burn one of the, like you just blindly choose them out of the jar, burn one of the pieces of paper, and then on the last night, since you do it for 12 nights, and you'll have one piece of paper left over, that is what you focus on for the year. And like kind of the other ones, you just are saying like, I'm putting those back out into the universe, and kind of letting the universe take care of making those things come true, and you focus on like the one that you end up having. So we're about to do my final one right now. Okay, I'm setting this little camera up on a faux stand. By camera, I mean my iPhone. All right, so I'm gonna get the last one out of here. And should I burn it on camera? That feels like nobody called the fire department or anything on me, and you should say as you light it, this is already mine. Again, like just kind of speaking it positively into the universe. So let's light it. This is already mine. Let's light it on fire. Okay, shoot. It's burning. But while that's burning, let's read the last one. That is kind of like my responsibility to take care of for the year. Let's see. Oh, and also, oh my God, the smoke is burning like directly into my, I need to move this away from me, like into my eyes. So you also should write all of these like these things down in like a way of it's already happened. So it's like, not like I wish or I want, it's like I did this, I have this, blah, blah, blah. So the one that is like my responsibility to take care of for the year is I visited a new country. So I'm visiting a new country is what I'm going, like, that's great. I really like traveling. I didn't really go anywhere new last year. I mean, I went to some new cities in the US, and I like to travel internationally a lot. And last year last year at this point now, because it's 2026, last year I just didn't travel really much at all. A lot of it I think was from buying my condo early in the year. That was a lot of my money. But then also a lot of my time was focused on that. But this is a new year. So I have some places I want to go. Well, I want to go to Mexico City. That's not a new country. I've been to Mexico before. But I need to like commit myself to visiting a new country because that's something I said I wanted to do and that a wish I'm setting for myself. So anyway, the other 12 things on my list, putting those out into the universe, hopefully they come true. Maybe I'll share throughout the year if anything kind of does come true. But I don't like to share wishes ahead of time, obviously, and you don't want to like jinx yourself. But I'll share if things come true or come to fruition throughout the year. When things come true, not if they come true, because they will come true. But okay, that is all on this vlog for now. My New Year's Day is basically wrapped up. Like, I'm just gonna eat that dinner that I'm making eventually whenever it's ready. Probably edit this vlog so that I can post it, if not tomorrow, by Saturday. And watch a little TV, relax a little bit. I really wish I had a sweet treat. Anyway, but that's gonna be a wrap on this vlog. My New Year's Day has come to an end. I was at home the whole day, didn't even speak to anyone besides this camera, which was kind of nice though. My social battery was, which I'm not complaining about though, because my social battery was overextended kind of from yesterday in a good way. But I felt like this New Year's Eve and New Year's Day, but especially the New Year's Eve was a really good one. I really liked having hosting that party. I did say to the group, or I did say to a couple people, I was like, I think I'm gonna make this an annual thing. So this is my inaugural New Year's Eve party. It was just so fun. I love hosting in general, and also it's I like hosting good people too, who are good guests, I guess I should say, which my friends are. And it was just a really, really, really fun time. Even a couple people texted me this morning and were like, thank you so much for hosting. That was such a beautiful party. We had so much fun. Happy New Year, blah, blah, blah. But it was I feel like a good way to celebrate the new year in a safe, fun way, and with people that you want to ring in the new year with. So I had a great time doing that. Today was a good day of rejuvenating R&R, getting reset, I guess you could say, for the new year. I mean, I still have 3 more days before I go back to work. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, yeah, until I go back to work. So I will enjoy the rest of those too. But if you enjoyed this video, which I hope you did, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you want to see more content from me. I have hopefully a lot more content coming from 2026. I already have some things planned out. I actually have a goal related to YouTube on those 13 wishes I did for the year. Anyway, happy New Year to anyone watching this. Hope you had a beautiful New Year's Eve. And I hope that even more so you have a beautiful, what's the word I'm looking for? Prosperous, fun, whatever you are hoping for 2026. I hope that it all comes to fruition for you. But thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.